Have you ever felt like reality is glitching? Moments that are too strange to ignore, too perfectly timed to be mere coincidence? What if I told you another version of you, your parallel self, might be trying to send a message? Think about it. Déjà vivid dreams, repeating numbers, eerie synchronicities. They might not be random at all, but signals crossing dimensions. Science and metaphysics both suggest this. You're not the only you. There may be countless versions of yourself living out different paths across the multiverse. And what if those barriers between dimensions aren't as solid as we thought? Today, we're diving into the signs that your parallel self is trying to reach you. Let's start with the basics. In science and metaphysics, parallel universes are entire realities that exist alongside ours, similar but different. Now, take that a step further. The multiverse theory suggests there's an infinite number of these worlds. In each one, a different version of you. Maybe in one, you took a different job. In another, you never met someone who changed your life. Each version of you is living out a unique story, but sometimes those stories overlap. So how would your parallel self reach you? Quantum mechanics gives us clues. Take quantum entanglement. Two particles, separated by space, instantly affect each other. Now imagine that same principle applies to consciousness. Your thoughts, your energy, entangled with your other selves. String theory adds another layer, suggesting up to 11 dimensions beyond our own. Energy could vibrate across them. So could thoughts or messages. And metaphysically, many believe consciousness isn't limited by space or time. Through meditation, dreams, or intuition, you might be tuning into you from another dimension. Let's talk about the signs. Have you been seeing the same numbers again and again, like 1111 or 333? In metaphysics, these are more than coincidences. They're synchronicities, and they might be coming from your parallel self. Think of 1111 as a wake-up call. Maybe both you and your alternate self are at a crossroads. It's a signal, pay attention, or 333, associated with balance and creativity. It could mean that your other self is working through something, and it's rippling into your world. Here's where it gets wild. Imagine you hear the same name everywhere, on the radio, in a conversation, on a billboard. Could be coincidence, or maybe your parallel self is encountering someone with that name, and it's bleeding into your awareness. What if butterflies keep showing up in real life, books, jewelry? Symbol of transformation. Maybe your parallel self is undergoing a huge shift, and that message is reaching you. Missed the same bus twice, and ran into the same person both times. That's not random. That's alignment. Or maybe you dream of a place you've never been, then see it on TV the next day. That could be your parallel self living there, and your minds briefly synced. So what does it all mean? These moments, these synchronicities, are like breadcrumbs. They hint that you're in sync with something bigger, that another version of you is nudging you toward clarity, change, or purpose. Random thoughts, intense dreams, memories that don't quite feel like yours. They might not be yours. They could belong to a different you, echoing into this reality. The multiverse suggests all your versions are connected, like a web of consciousness, and sometimes the ripples of oneself can shape the actions of another. So next time something strange happens, don't brush it off. You might be getting a message from yourself. Have you ever experienced a sudden random thought, like the urge to reconnect with an old friend or the curiosity to explore a hobby you've never tried before? These impulses might not be so random after all. They could reflect decisions your parallel self is currently contemplating or actively pursuing. For instance, if a version of you in another reality is reigniting an old relationship or starting a new career, you might feel an unexpected pull to revisit your own past. These urges can act as subtle nudges, encouraging you to align your life path with the choices being made in a parallel timeline. Have you ever caught yourself reminiscing about a memory that doesn't quite fit your current circumstances? These flashbacks might not just be nostalgia. They could be echoes from another reality, fragments of a life your parallel self is living. Imagine suddenly remembering a passion for painting after years of creative silence. This could reflect a choice your alternate self made to embrace creativity. Such memories may serve as invitations for you to explore similar paths, potentially leading to greater fulfillment in your own life. Sometimes, you may feel a strong urge to do something completely out of character, like traveling to a place you've never considered or starting a challenging new activity. These urges might also stem from your parallel self experiencing similar longings. They act as signals, guiding you toward new experiences that mirror your other self's decisions, encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone and into personal transformation. When these thoughts and feelings arise out of nowhere, pay attention. They may indicate a deeper, unconscious desire for change. If your parallel self is undergoing a major shift, like releasing old limitations or stepping into a new identity, those transitions might ripple through your consciousness as well. These subtle messages may be guiding you toward your own evolution. How to tune in. Pause and observe. When a random thought or urge surfaces, take a moment. Ask yourself if it aligns with anything you've been quietly considering. Reflect on memories. When unexpected memories arise, explore their significance. Are they pointing to experiences or values you've neglected? Journal the experience. Writing down your thoughts and memories can reveal patterns and insights over time. Embrace the unknown. Instead of dismissing sudden urges, lean into them. Try new things, revisit forgotten passions, and reach out to people who suddenly cross your mind. Recognizing that these impulses might originate from your parallel self can help you understand your deeper desires and open pathways to growth that you might otherwise ignore. Parallel selves and dreams have fascinated humans for centuries, often seen as cryptic reflections of the subconscious. But in the context of parallel universes, they may be something more, windows into the lives of your alternate selves. When you dream of a different life, a different place, or even a different version of you, it might not just be fantasy. It could be a glimpse into another reality where you've taken different paths. Imagine dreaming that you're a celebrated artist in a foreign city. That dream might reflect a version of you who chose a creative path and is living that reality. The subconscious mind, unbound by the limits of waking logic, may act as a bridge between dimensions. In this dream space, insights, emotions, and experiences from your parallel selves can filter in. You might dream of revisiting a childhood home or reconnecting with a lost friend. These dreams may not be random. They could mirror the journeys of your alternate selves, navigating similar emotional terrain. Dreams where you're living a completely different lifestyle, perhaps as an entrepreneur or explorer, may be showing you what's possible. They reflect the potential that lives within you. You may even dream of facing conflicts or challenges. These could signify that your parallel self is going through something similar. By exploring and resolving these issues in your dreams, you may gain wisdom to apply in your waking life. Symbols within dreams, like keys, mirrors, or doors, might carry deeper messages. For example, unlocking a door could symbolize a new opportunity, one that your parallel self has embraced and is now offering you a glimpse of. When reality glitches, sometimes reality itself feels off. You may notice things out of place, time seeming to skip, or shared memories that don't match. These glitches might be signs of dimensional overlap, moments when the fabric between parallel realities grows thin. Perhaps you find an object has mysteriously moved, or people recall an event completely differently than you do. These anomalies might feel unsettling, but through the lens of parallel universes, they take on new meaning. Time may warp, a day feels unusually short or drags on endlessly. These distortions could be effects of timeline convergence, as your reality temporarily brushes against another. These glitches may be invitations, signals from your parallel self prompting you to pay attention. Maybe that misplaced object or déjà vu moment is a symbolic message tied to a decision your alternate self is facing. Moments where everything clicks into place, or where inspiration strikes like lightning, might be your parallel self guiding you toward choices they've already embraced. These experiences invite you to trust your intuition and to follow the path that resonates deeply, even if you can't logically explain why. Practical exercise. Connect with your parallel self. To strengthen your connection with your alternate self, try this visualization. Find a quiet space. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Breathe deeply to center yourself. Visualize your parallel self. Imagine another version of you standing in front of you. Observe what they're wearing, how they hold themselves, and their surroundings. Create an energy link. Picture a glowing thread of light connecting your third eye with theirs. This is your bridge. Ask a question. Silently ask something like, "What do I need to know?" Or, "What message do you have for me?" Receive. Stay still and observe. Whether it's a feeling, word, image, or sensation, trust what arises. Return gently. Take a few deep breaths. Open your eyes and reflect on what you received. These exercises, thoughts, and awareness practices can help you bridge the gap between who you are and who you could become. By honoring the messages of your parallel self, you may find clarity, courage, and deeper purpose in the unfolding story of your life.